Great to be here. Thank you for your time in advance. My name is Atakan Çetinsoy, VP of Technical Applications for BigML. So what is BigML? BigML offers a machine learning software platform that makes it much more easier for businesses to adopt and accelerate the adoption of machine learning across their business units. So we have announced that we've surpassed 50,000 users on our multi-tenant cloud-based version. Last year, we now have about 70,000 users. And as you can see, some of the logos of private deployments that we have in place, ranging from global banks to software companies and legal firms, and anyone else can obviously leverage machine learning to generate more value for their businesses. And that's been our goal from the beginning, to be able to cover this gap between actionable insights and a ton of data businesses have today that they don't know what to do with exactly. And a McKinsey Global Institute Age of Analytics report that came out late 2016 actually has shown that the adoption rate across industries of machine learning has been abysmal as compared to expectations 5 years ago, and they conducted the same study. And there are two patterns that were recurring. Number one is not having your data house in order, siloed data structures, which we all know is a journey in terms of bettering that for a lot of businesses. And two, more importantly, what we address is lack of analytical talent. So what we really do differently for businesses is we let their analysts and developers, the non-data scientist profiles, get engaged with machine learning, be able to be self-sufficient, and explore many more ideas that organizations today with centralized data science teams can afford to do. So as a result of the current practices, where those personas I was mentioning aren't engaged, we basically live in a machine learning haves and have-nots type of environment where the tech giants who have access to big budgets and academic talent have been able to do far more with their data. So we as BigML are here to change that perception of this machine learning thing is an expensive game to play. It'll cost me millions before I'll see a real ROI in it. What we really think is we can create a much more automated process, whereas the human is still in the loop. In other words, we're trying to strike that perfect balance between complete black box, everything's automated, machine learning, which we really don't believe in, and the approach on the left-hand side, which is very costly. So we have a multi-tiered structure that's more of a middleware, if you will, that sits behind your firewalls, if you prefer so, or it can be deployed as a virtual private cloud instance for your company on any cloud of your choice. And the value prop is easy. You work with your proprietary data, your analysts, your developers know your data best. So we inject just enough training to those teams, which really starts with a 2-day crash course, so they can run with your data and build infinite amount of predictive applications that meet your needs. And those are really your differentiators. So I can demo you behind the stage the exact interface, but we have a very visual layer that is very user-friendly for the uninitiated in terms of machine learning. We have a RESTful API for those developers who would like to develop automated machine learning workflows by mixing and matching the best of breed algorithms. We support both unsupervised and supervised at this point to compositionally solve any problem and automate any solution. We have a go-to-market model for small companies that involve SaaS subscriptions and private deployments based on per-server modeling. These are some of our key differentiators. I can talk a little bit more about how we compare and contrast against other providers while we do a demo. Thank you.